Hello, welcome friends. My name is Avinash Gorakshekar and I welcome all of you again to another interesting episode of Konexio HighFlyers. Friends, as already known to a lot of you, we cover emerging companies from emerging sectors in such episodes. And the interesting part is we make it a point to talk to the promoters of such companies so that all of us can understand these companies in a much better way. We talk to the promoters and tell them what is their business model, their growth journey, and their future business plans. And friends, today we've got a very interesting company which is going to hit the capital market. The company's name is Sathlokhar Synergies ENC Global Limited, and we have the privilege of having the top management team. We have Mr. G. Thiyagu, who's the chairman and managing director and the CEO of the company. Welcome, sir. We also have Mrs. Sangeethaa Thiyagu, who's the whole-time director and CEO of the company. Madam, welcome to you also. So,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. So,
Hello.
madam, first question which I would like to address to you is that if you could please tell us, what is the business model of our company and what is the positioning of our company in the domestic market? And if
Yes.
you could tell us, what is the mix of government and private sector clients? What is the ratio currently as of now? So, if you could please start and tell us.
Yeah, definitely. Sathlokar's business model is to provide end-to-end solution for building construction requirements, acting as a one-stop solution provider. We offer comprehensive services including detailed design, approvals, planning, procurement, and construction across various sectors such as industrial, warehousing, commercial, institutional, hospital, pharmaceutical, resort, and solar projects, including all the interior works, finishes, MEP, and utility works. Established in the year 2013 by myself and my husband, Mr. G. Thiago, both with engineering backgrounds, our headquarters is in Chennai, and we have strategically expanded our business across India. Our design capabilities, supported by our in-house design team, provide us with a competitive edge. And also, currently, our business is 97% private and 3% government. Going forward, we aim to increase the contribution from government projects while maintaining private sector dominance due to ensure smooth cash flow.
Sathlokhar provide turnkey RCC and PEB buildings, interior works and finishes, high tension, low tension works, plumbing, firefighting, data, CCTV, utility works, and authorized channel part for Tata Power Solar. And we ensure that complete design, procurement, construction of various sectors, industrial, institutional, commercial, solar, pharma, and comprehensive solutions as a one-stop provider.
Okay, understood. Ma'am, now next question to you. We are already operating in 4 states. We have entered Karnataka and UP. Now, tell me one thing. What is the kind of scale-up opportunity which you see in these states and any other new states which we plan to add going forward?
Yes, sir. We are going to work in Jammu and also taking efforts to work in Andhra, Telangana, Kerala, and Odisha. As our existing customers are setting up manufacturing facilities in these states, and they are encouraging us to work there and for these states because of our long-term association with them. And we are seeing this as a good opportunity, and this will also help us in diversifying geographically.
Okay. Okay. Now, Mr. Thiagu, next question to you would be that we are already present in the infra space. But apart from the infra space, which is the other sector? Like there is a lot of activity happening in water, railways, defense. What is the company's vision that whether we want to be present in these areas also? So, any thoughts on these new segments which the company is planning to enter in future? If you could please share your
So,
thoughts.
yes, sir. So Sathlokhar is predominantly concentrating on construction of various factories, logistics park, institutional, hospital, pharma, and solar projects. We may take steps towards road projects if some feasible projects and opportunity arrives, but still our primary focus will be existing segments.
Okay, so basically existing business will continue and then new segments will be added accordingly as
Yes,
and when the new projects come in. Okay, fine.
yes, yes, sir.
Okay, now Mr. Tagu, the next question is on your new on your product where you have a tie-up with Tata Solar Systems. If you could tell
Yes,
us
sir. Yes, sir.
what has been the main reason for this tie-up and what are the benefits the company sees from this opportunity.
Sir, as an MNRI approved vendor, we are authorized channel partner for Tata Power Solar. We see significant growth prospects. Solar consumers can claim up to 40% income tax accelerated depreciation benefits for over a period of 3 years. The Prime Minister Suryagar subsidy plan for residential consumer for further boost growth in the segment.
Okay, understood. Sangeeta ma'am, now the next question is on the pricing. I think all of us agree that EPC companies and construction companies actually give a tender and then they are awarded. But typically, how does the system work in our business? Like, do you give a quotation, the tender gets accepted, and then the contract comes to you. And in this, how is the pricing? Is it a fixed pricing, or is there some scope for flexible pricing in case there is some increase in raw material cost, labor cost? Then is this benefit given to you? So if you could please tell
Yes,
us
sir.
something on this.
Yeah, Sathlokhar has an in-house highly competent design team, because of which we were able to ensure the cost at rupees 996 per square feet, which is very competitive in the market. Also, pricing strategies are based on factors like location of the project, project scope, timeline, materials required, execution feasibility at the time of award of contract, and also the agreed payment terms.
Okay, so basically a lot of homework goes behind before you give a kind of tender for
Yes,
a particular
exactly.
project, and that is what
Yes.
takes care of you. Mr. Thiagu, now as far as projects are concerned, I think an added question which I asked Madam is that I believe you all have to give bank guarantees for some projects. So is it necessary for all the projects, and typically how does it work? If you can just give us a small idea, for every project is a bank guarantee a must, or is it on a selective basis?
So selective basis, typically 10% of the project value as a bank guarantee, and that amount would be returned back to us upon completion of the building and handing over the building. And most of our private companies are looking at corporate guarantee instead of bank guarantee.
Okay. And is there any performance kind of benefit, performance guarantee, or some sort of incentive which the company gets, assuming if the
No,
project is completed before time? Do you get something in return from the customer, or is it like very marginal? If you can please tell us
so,
on this.
so not exactly as a performance bonus, but instead of performance, we'll be getting the referred new clients by the existing clients, and also they give us the repeated contracts in the future, repeated orders to us.
Okay, okay. Understood. Sangeetha ma'am, now on the
Yes.
competitive intensity in the industry, see, we know that there are many EPC companies operating and there is a lot of competition. But then, what is the level of competitive intensity which you see in the industry? Do we see many companies or only a handful of companies which get large projects? And secondly, which are the comparable peer companies, which we can compare our company with these companies? So, if you can share some names, that will help our investors.
Yes, there are many players actually in the market today. And to name a few, it would be Subramaniam and Co., SRM Contractors Limited, Suraj Estate Developers Limited, K2 Infragen Limited. These people are competitors at the moment.
Okay, fine. Mr. Thiagu, now an added question to what I asked Madam. Tell me one thing, that in what way do we add value to the customer, and how do we differentiate ourselves with competition? If you can give us two, three qualitative points which stand out, our company compared to others in the same industry. So if you can
So
please tell
we
us.
So we differentiate ourselves as an in-house design team having own architectural, structural, MEP consultants and solar design team, and we do have own manufacturing facility of pre-engineered material building and high tension, low tension authorized government approved contractor. We do not subcontract with the materials with any other vendors. We provide one-stop solutions to all our customers and giving clients more comfort.
Okay. So basically, you mean that everything is in-house. You don't
Yes,
outsource
sir.
anything. That is the main
Yes, sir.
reason, you all have an edge over competition. Okay, understood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Tyaguji, what is the the financial performance has been very solid. In fact, in FY24, I was just looking at your numbers. Numbers have been very solid. 246 crore revenue compared to 87 crores, which is a very big jump. Profit after tax has also jumped from almost 5 crores to 26 crores. Now, tell me in very simple words, sir, what has been the reason? Because of more projects, because of more work, the profitability has increased. And going forward, without putting a number, sir, can this performance be sustained in the coming financial year? Because we are already now in FY25 in the month of June. So, without putting a number, obviously for compliance reasons, if you can just tell us what is the demand outlook which you see, and what is the current order book with us as of now?
Yes, so the additional customers, like we have expanded our business from Tamil Nadu to neighboring states like Karnataka. Now that we are pitching with Jammu and also other locations like Telangana, Andhra, we are looking forward to execute as we have bidded. And if you look at our performance from the previous year to this year, we have taken the Muthia Beverage and Confectionery Reliance tied up project, which is contributed, which is almost 151 crore. If you look at the turnover wise, 61% higher than the last previous financial year. Also, new customers like Godrej Consumer, BD Venture, and Flyjack Logistics and Xylo Sushi, all the international companies also we have signed a contract. We started working with. Our market expansion expanded to Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, contributing to 74% of total revenue, and improved working capital management and economies of scale enhanced margins. Future growth is supported by quotation worth of 1,000 plus crores.
Okay, fine, understood. So basically, just to ask a simple question, sir, if I were to ask you without putting a number again, what kind of revenue guidance can you give us in terms of percentage? And this 1,000 crores order book, till what time, next 2 years or 3 years, will we be able to execute all these orders?
Yes, sir. Like as such, the already booked orders would be completed this year. The ongoing projects are 14 projects, and newly yet to be started around 3 projects, which is waiting for the government building plan approval. If you look at the last year performance versus the current ongoing projects, and we look at the already booked orders and lined up projects, the 50% year-on growth is almost assured for the next 2 years is been already assured, and we have got pipeline projects are plenty.
Okay. I think very nice to hear that, Tyaguji. Now, madam, next question to you. I think, your balance sheet also is very strong. There is hardly any debt on the books. And one
Yes.
interesting thing which I observed in FY24 is that despite growth in revenue, your interest cost has come down. So, if you could tell us what has been the reason for this and will this continue going forward also? If you could please share your thoughts.
Yes, sir. This is because of our we have improved our working model by repeated monitoring, and also we have improved our supply chain. This is the reason why the interest rate has been brought down. Normally, for a construction business, rupees 20 crores is required for 100 crore revenue. If further requirements come, we may go for debt, sir, for taking debt for working capital.
Okay, understood. Tyaguji, now the most important question for today's interview that the company is going public now and we'll be inviting investors from the markets. Now, tell us something about the IPO. What is the size of the IPO? What is the main objective require these funds? If you can please share the inputs with us.
The IPO size is approximately rupees 95 crores. The primary objective is to raise funds to meet working capital requirements, ensuring smooth project execution and allowing us to scale operationally effectively. And we are focused on booking raw materials like steel and cement at quoted price with the minimum execution risk.
Okay, so basically the major part of the funds are going to be used for working capital, which is the main
Yes, sir.
requirement. Okay,
Yes, sir.
understood. And sir, now since you have mentioned about working capital, please tell me, how is it that our working capital cycle is one of the best? I was seeing so many EPC companies, but I was observing your working capital cycle. It is one of the lowest, and obviously this is because of your efforts of tightening the system properly. But
Yes, sir.
normally, in the industry, what is the working capital cycle time frame, and how many days do we take? Like what is it that drives our working capital efficiency? If you can please tell us.
So when it comes to our company methodology, our working capital cycle is 70 to 90 days, sir.
Correct. But then, typically what we have been seeing is that, your operating cash flows also, Mr. Thiagu, have been positive, which is very important, for an EPC company that shows the efficiency of the system. So I was saying that do you have some systems already put in place, like cross checks that, whenever the customer, delays a little bit, you call him to ensure that the money comes on time. So do you have this mechanism which continuously operates for all your projects? Because, now with the 1,000 crore order book, you will obviously have to tackle all these customers on a very kind of a war footing, because what money comes in fast is obviously going to help you. So do you have
So we
such
have
balances?
we do have we are pretty strong in supply chain as well as the when it comes to execution outside. We have a systematic approach wherein we implement our quality management system and timely completion. We introduce a third shift in operation to in order to advancement the project completion, sir.
Okay. I think good to know. I think we do hope that this uh, good performance on the working capital side will continue in future also. Last question, Mr. Thiagu, now on the business risk, which normally companies in the EPC business face, like COVID was obviously a very abnormal kind of event. But if you talk about our business, you have been in this business for such a long time. Tell me one thing, what is the main risk in our business? Is it execution risk, like you take an order and if you're not able to execute on time, or maybe there is some problem in basically servicing the order properly? What is the main risk in our business, and till now how have we managed this risk so well? So if you can please tell us.
Key risk we found include potential project delays and cost overruns due to unforeseen circumstances such as labor attrition and design changes by the client, and mitigation strategies include strong project management system, regulatory compliance, sustainable growth focus, incentives for continuous work, deploying more resources to minimize design change delays, sir.
Okay, so basically, all these are things which are part and parcel of the industry. So I do hope that
Yes.
you continue to do very well in future also. And thank you very much for your time, Mr. Thiyagu plus Sangeetha ma'am. So I
Thank
think
you,
it
sir.
was a pleasure talking to both of you. My best
Thank
wishes
you.
to you, your entire management team, and best wishes for your forthcoming IP also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. I want to just say about Sathlokhar Construction Company. It's a very good company. I am coming first time to India. So when I came, I met them and they were very helpful and very good company. And also we visited their sites and they have done really well job with every international companies. So we gave the construction to them. Muttea Beverages in Mysore. That site is a big site, 45 acres. They did it in 8 months and completion, and we are very happy about it. And also, we are going to in future work with them. And there is 2 more projects we're going to do in Jammu and also Hubli. So I'm saying that they are very good, and if somebody want to use them, they are one of the best companies, and they are upcoming construction company, and they have done the IPO, and also their credibility is going more and more. So I think anyone want to get in good buildings, factory buildings to do, Sathlokhar will be the best company.